civilization ending on this planet. It's the same kind of thing that Elon Musk is doing with making Starship and multiplanetary species. He's taking one approach. There's many approaches. He's proven a very profitable approach. It's good timing. I mean, I haven't met the man, but he's pretty clever and he's made billions of dollars since the success of PayPal. Don't see any end to that. But he's not the only one, so like, why not Australia? Why not Queensland? Why not some women? And like, I've been doing a bit of research on SoftBank and their Vision Fund, and like, I haven't seen a single woman on their investor group or like their leadership. It's all blokes. And like, I think Dee might be something, but like, I don't know. I didn't dive into all their investment portfolio, but WeWork and Uber and all the big ones, none of them are run by women. So let's take a bet. Let's take a calculated risk on putting a lot of women in charge of tech companies in Australia, and yeah, to make some queens. Let's bring empathy and compassion and joyful, responsible abundance to the forefront of the corporate world and the governance systems as they evolve. I mean, like, governance has to evolve, privacy has to evolve. If a civilization is going to tackle the obvious possibility of the oceans washing over the planet, they have to have a subterranean presence for everyone who wants to survive. So let's say 10 billion people, if the population keeps growing. You need to have 10 billion self-sustainable homes underground, or a measure of them that are off the planet, or some kind of force field that protects cities from the oceans. But if you're going to solve the issue, that involves changing the way that civilization thinks about itself. And if you're living in outer space or you're living subterranean, you have to have life support all the time. So privacy dies. Like, privacy's almost dead anyway. People are willing to give up on most of their privacy. It's going to be like a permeable membrane where certain things are allowed in at certain times, and people are going to be able to learn how to program their membrane so that the life support, the cameras and all that stuff are not on in a bad way, but they're always on. And they're not, like, some cultural norms will inevitably change, but measuring that change, I don't know what I just said, but anyway, we'll work it out. And I think that 500 Queens Venture Capital, 500 Queens in Australia over 5 years, is an entity that's not formed yet, but I've just built a website, landing page, before I left on this walk with Lola, and yeah, get a few people. Get the Premier of Queensland. Get a few world leaders, a bit of women. Get more women interested in organising the world. Excuse me, I've got to put my glasses up. Like it could be a perfect storm, and of the good time. Good time, good kind. Joyful, responsible abundance is the theme that I want to explore. So, yeah, have a think about it. If you like the idea, I think there's merit. I mean, this is day one of action on a system that I've been thinking about today and kind of over the last week. So I'm gonna, over the next 3 weeks until I go back to work, I'm gonna attempt to make 500 contacts, first person and contacts, to talk about 500 Queens venture capital. I'm starting with no money, just an idea, and I've already called 500 Queen Street to talk about setting up a venture capital firm, and then they have 66 metres of office space down on the ground floor for $66,000 per annum. They also have several thousand square metres of office space upstairs, which could quite easily grow a lot of startups and be kind of like the precinct or the capital that are also startup ecosystems in Brisbane, in CBD, one in Fortitude Valley and one in the Queen Street Mall. But I mean, why stop there? Three's a charm, isn't it? And 500 Queen Street is almost perfectly in the middle of them both. So let's have 500 Queens in Queen Street in Queensland, 5 years, and let's yeah, make Queensland